Alright, it is May 28th, and I'm going to do a garden update today. I've been holding off. I've been wanting to do one a little sooner, but I wanted to wait until there was actually a reward to show. So I think today's the day. That being said, we're going to go through everything else first. These guys are, we'll call them BK Randies, because I have no clue what the hell they are. They came in a different pack of seeds. But I'm growing them anyways. I've got the first few flowers showing up here. Tomatoes soon. These are all black seamans. You can see their flowers popping up. Note the size of these stalks are huge. All these flowers. That's going to be a lot of maters for me. I'm pretty excited. A couple little guys I planted a little later. I'll catch up. These are all Japanese black trifles. Or like a pear-shaped tomato, kind of purple blood color. Got my first little flowers popping up on these. Look at that. All those little dudes are going to be maters. I'm so happy. Massive stalks on all these guys. Super healthy. A couple small ones. And then two more random ones. I have no clue what these are. I'm going to start putting their first maters out. Little tiny guys. That one, I got one right there too. See little flowers popping up. But these things are actually a little larger than everything else. So whatever they are, I'm definitely going to save the seeds from. I'll say that now. I haven't even tasted the tomatoes yet. Alright. Over here, these are the ones I'm really excited about. These are my indigo roses. This is a black tomato. It comes out, some of them will come out black, some of them will come out like deep, deep purple. And they just now started putting out their first little buds. So they're doing alright. You can even tell by looking at the stalks. The stalks even have like a purple hue to them. More flowers. Pretty excited about those. And back here, these are Ananas Noir. It's like a neon colored tomato almost. With kind of like some reds, maybe a tiny bit of yellow on the inside. Little small ones, and these are my larger ones. You can tell I planted all these at different times. Like these four real small, kind of right in the middle here. And then those back there are a lot larger. And they're just now starting to put out their buds. This is all late wave tomatoes. I planted a bunch before the frost, hoping that we wouldn't have a frost, and I got lucky. And none of these are from that batch. This is the late batch. So they're kind of just a little bit behind. Everything that I've showed you so far is a little bit behind some of the other stuff. Let's go to corn. We got Ruby Queen corn. And I got Bloody Butcher. And then these two I planted a lot later. These are Peruvian purple and green corn. So I'm kind of excited. I haven't had any of these types of corn yet, so we'll see how that works out. These are gonna be Old Germans. Big yellow tomato, kind of pumpkin looking, but it's like a fire color. You cut into it, it'll have like yellows and oranges. And pretty excited about that one. This is a clipping I took off my beefsteak. Just put it in a pot and let it go. and it's doing well. These are my beef steaks, my 2 beef steaks that I actually put in. They're super tall, they're probably about 7 feet tall right now, taller than I am. And these are their first tomatoes, so who knows how tall they're going to get. I put the beef steaks, since it's a really large growing tomato plant in the first place, I put huge poles on them, so if they want to go, they've got room to go. Problem is I won't be able to reach them. We'll figure something out though. But they're doing alright. Look at these clusters. Look at that cluster, that was awesome. Tomatoes, tomatoes. These are all homesteads. I grew these last year and I had a lot of fun with them. Just real big, full plants, big leaves. They put out a lot of nice little tomatoes. They're not huge tomatoes, but they're perfect size, you know, like baseball sized tomatoes. They're nice. Nice clusters too. Got little flowers popping up all over there. I've got homesteads. More homesteads, I should say. These are 4 I put in the same pot, just kind of letting them go on the same post. See how that turns out. So far, so well. I put these in later than the homesteads I just showed you, so there's not near as many tomatoes on them yet, but there are tomatoes. I gotta tell y'all too about this score I got. I don't have to worry about buckets for quite some time now. A guy right up the road gave me all these for free. So I've got all the buckets I could pretty much ask for. These are green zebras. It's gonna be like a neon colored tomato, green tomato I should say, with darker green stripes on it. See how that goes. They've got their first flowers popping up here. You can see. They should be doing well. I'm going to have so many tomatoes, I'm not going to know what to do with myself. More green zebra. That's how this one's been getting munched on. Found the culprit. These are black crumbs. These 4 in the front I planted a little bit later than those in the back. You can tell the difference. And I don't know if you've noticed in any of these videos I've done, I have been pruning my tomatoes somewhat. But a couple of them here and there I'm just kind of letting go. When I say let go, I'm still pruning them, but when it decides to split off in a spot and it seems to be doing alright, I'll just leave it alone and see what happens. Most everything is, all the suckers have been removed and I've got 1 vine. But there are a few here and there I'm just kind of experimenting with. Like the larger varieties, I don't think it's going to matter so much. So we'll find out at the end of this season. These black crumbs got their flowers popping in. Flowers popping in. I'm excited. And down here I've got carbons. It's pretty cool, kind of like a purplish colored tomato. I got a couple of them though. It was a little bonus pack I got. Alright. Now the part I really want to show you. My Cherokee purples. Let's see here. These were the first ones I put in the ground this year. A little cluster there. Tomato there. A lot more popping up here. But I've been waiting on this guy for so long. Look at that tomato. You can feel it. It feels perfect. A little soft. I could have probably let it sit another, at least for the rest of the day, but I want a tomato sandwich and it feels perfect, so I'm going to cut this up and have myself a tomato sandwich this morning. Let's do it.